Good morning, everybody. You are currently listening to a Tall Girls podcast hosted by a tall girl named India. Today, I just wanted to have a little chat about loving your height and ultimately this whole self love and body confidence journey because I guess this is a big part of what this podcast is just about me and I guess hopefully you um, coming along on this journey of loving our heights, loving being tall, and just really being satisfied with being a tall woman because being a tall girl is not a bad thing. It's super awesome. There's so many pros. Yeah, there are cons. There are cons to pretty much everything, but yeah, I think I'll get into that later on in this episode. But being a tall girl it's amazing, and we just want to learn how to embrace our heights in a very healthy, very non-toxic way. So I'm just gonna get into it. But yeah, lately I've been noticing a lot of body pain. That's just another thing that comes with being tall, body pain, and how it is very, very painful. But yeah, I've been noticing a lot of body pain between my knees and my neck, but especially my back. And I haven't really experienced back pain in such a long time. I was wondering to myself, like, why am I feeling this pain? Like, I haven't had it for a while now, ever since I stopped slouching so much. And then that's when it clicked that I was beginning to slouch a lot again. Part of it is because of the whole situation we may be in. I don't know what your situation is, but for me, I'm still kind of, I guess, remote. We are still living in a kind of remote world, I should say, but my classes that I have, they're still remote, so I'm constantly at my desk just staring at my laptop, and my desk is not exactly tall person friendly. And it's actually funny because I did a reel on Instagram relating to that and back pain. So you should definitely check it out. Follow me at A Tall Girls Podcast on Instagram, as well as my other social medias. Might as well, if you're there on Instagram, you might as well just check me out on Pinterest and TikTok too, but they'll be linked below so that you can follow after this episode. But I'm just straying away from the point. But I'm not just slouching at my desk, and I don't like it because I used to slouch so much when I was younger because I used to hate my height. I used to hate being tall. I wanted to be shorter. Part of it probably had to do with social media, another part, the people I was around. But later on, I just really wanted to stop slouching because of the back pain that I would have. And like I said, that's a con of being tall, constant back pain. Well, not constant. It shouldn't be constant, but every now and then the back pain comes about. But I really started working on trying to stand straighter, just taking one section of my back at a time, from the lowest point to where I was slouched all the way up to my shoulders. That really, it took a while. It took a while to just form that habit, because it is a habit. Standing up straight is literally a habit. So, and forming habits is something that's very hard. So, it really did take me some time to get used to it, but I eventually did start standing up straight, not perfectly straight, but a lot straighter than what I used to, than how I used to. And the back pain started to subside. I felt much better about it. And then that's when the whole, I guess, body positivity, tall positivity started coming in. Like, wow, like being tall isn't that bad. Like, I just felt like a new sense of confidence. That was part of it. But it's so going back to slouching again, it's just not a good look for me. I feel like part of it right now is definitely the people I'm around, because they are shorter than me. A lot of the people that I'm around are shorter than me. And I don't know, I guess I'm just starting to feel a little out of place again. And being tall, I just feel like sometimes I stick out a little too much. And I guess I just want to relate to them in a way. Because I don't know, I feel like that's what we do as human beings. We just want to relate to each other and have stuff in common. So naturally, I'm going to want to be closer to them in height, because that's literally the people that I'm surrounding myself with. They're just shorter than me, and that's just how it is at the moment. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm feeling a slight annoyance in being tall right now. And I just wanted to come on here and say that it's perfectly fine to not always like your body. Whether it's your height, like me, or your weight or body shape or whatever it is, it's perfectly fine to not like your height sometimes. It's perfectly fine to not like your body sometimes. And I feel like that can be a hard thing to live with, because we are living in a society, wherever you are, where people always have to look happy and be positive and all that, especially on social media, where you just see people always smiling and having fun and quote unquote living their best lives. And on social media, they don't really show the other side, like the bad days, the hard days, the days when they're beating themselves up or they're super tired and stuff like that. Like we don't see that enough. So we just constantly think we always have to be positive. We always have to love ourselves. We always have to be confident. Heck, I even run a tall positive page, but I think that it's important to be aware that these are realistic feelings. We are human and we aren't perfect. In fact, it's even impossible. It's impossible to always love your height. And as a tall woman, we just have to understand that not every day is going to be bright and sunny and happy in your body image journey, in your self-love journey. We can't always love ourselves. We can't love ourselves 100% of the time. No one can. So in my tall positive, body positive journey, I want to understand, and I even want to share, like how I'm doing now. I want to share that there are highs and lows to anything that you do, even your self-love journey. And ultimately, what leads to, I guess, success is how you deal with the lows. It's important to be kind to yourself and to not prevent yourself from feeling these feelings. That's where it gets unhealthy. It's important to not prevent yourself from feeling these negative feelings that we experience in our moments of lows. There's a thing called toxic positivity. If you don't know where that is, it's where you can feel yourself thinking a negative thought and then automatically you have to suppress it because there's no negative thoughts here. I'm only going to talk positively to myself, or I'm not allowed to think anything negative. I always have to be positive. And that is very toxic behavior, because all feelings are valid and it's okay to experience them, and it's okay to express the negative feelings. We all have bad days, and in our body love or height love, it's hard work to love our heights, to love our bodies. It's hard work. Each person's journey is different. Each person's relationship to their own body is different. And I think that as long as the negative thoughts don't turn into a negative mindset, all is well, and we'll be able to bounce back better than ever. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say this because I don't know, I guess it's just one of the moments where I'm experiencing a slight annoyance in being tall, but I'm just going to keep working on it. And as the days and months and years go on, I feel like I'm just going to get stronger and better from this experience. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening to this. I really appreciate it. Follow me on my socials at A Tall Girls Podcast on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. Let me know if you're feeling this way too. Let me know what you think of this episode. Just let me know if you like this podcast. Just let me know. I like it when you guys hit me up on social media. It genuinely makes me happy. And I'm just glad, in closing, I'm just glad that you're here on this journey with me. And let's just see where this goes. So I will see you in the next one. Good night and goodbye.